Hey, everybody. I've got an interesting thing to share with you today, and I feel like for those of you that have really worked hard on themselves, you'll probably relate to this, or evolved yourself as a human or developed yourself. Because sometimes self-development and you evolving as a human can act as a repellent to people in your life, which seems a bit weird, but I'll explain in a moment. I deal with lots and lots of business owners on a daily basis through my marketing agency, my coaching program, who through their relationship with me and my business and my brand up-level themselves as humans, because that's part of what I do. Like we build stronger, more profitable businesses through self-transformation, as well as tactics and strategies and all of those other important things. But self-transformation is one of the key elements of the process, and is a very important part of the way that I coach people. What we find, though, is when we start to have clients transform themselves, and that transformation could show up in the form of they think more positively, they get more motivated, they start to get creative, they are coming up with solutions to their business difficulties in lots of different ways that they'd never really even thought of before. They're implementing things that are different. The business is changing as far as how they used to do it is not how they're going to do it now. And there's lots of things moving and changing, but at the heart of that is the self-transformation. And what we find is sometimes through that journey for our business owners, they get team members that start to go, I'm not sure about you anymore. Don't want to do this. This seems a bit odd. And they're not really aligned or getting on board with the changes that are being made. In addition to this, or what I've also witnessed, is family members also starting to pipe up. Hubby starts to say things like, what are you doing on those Zoom calls? You're never available for anyone. Or, get back to reality. If you want to earn money, you got to do this, not get on those stupid Zoom calls. They start to hear some very, very negative feedback from their environment, from the people that they're in relationships with, from team members, to be honest, that feel threatened by the evolution of the person. Because that's what's happening. They're actually perceiving the evolution and the development as a threat. And then therefore they're responding negatively to that. Now there's a number of threats being posed when you self-develop and you have some negative feedback from your environment and your people about that, whether that be in the workplace or at home or wherever it is. There is a threat. Now the threats can be things like if you've got team members that are resistant, or like what's happening now, they can feel threatened by the fact that they're going to have to do something different. They can feel threatened by the fact that they might have to perform at a higher level. They can feel threatened by the fact that what they were doing needs to be up-leveled. They need to work harder. They need to do some heavy lifting in terms of their mindset. And for some people, they're not along for the ride. They don't want to do those things. For humans, sometimes it's safer and feels more secure to do nothing, even if it makes people unhappy. Even though some of your team members would absolutely benefit from higher levels of performance, they might not want to do that because it makes them uncomfortable. So they comment negatively about the new consultation process that you want to put in place. Right? Even though your husband probably at their core wants you to feel good, the fact that you feel good and more motivated and you want to go out and do XYZ on the weekend could be a threat to him, because he's like, well, I kind of like to chill. I don't like this newfound energy that you've got. You know, and if he's a bit insecure, he might be even go, oh, what does this even mean for me and my relationship? If you're all excited and motivated and big thinking, and you're going to start spending some of our superannuation money on stuff that's like a bit out there, you know, whatever he's fearful of, whether it be financial, whether it be that you get an upgrade in friendship groups and that's scary, whether that's you want to do XYZ in life and that's scary because he realises that he doesn't want to do that, or she realises, whoever it is. You know, so sometimes the process of transformation and self-transformation can be quite repelling, but it doesn't mean it's bad. You know, and in fact that their responses are actually not your responsibility. It's theirs. And it shouldn't stop you on your journey and your pathway. It shouldn't be the thing that makes you sit back and go, oh, am I doing the right thing? Of course you're doing the right thing. If you feel good, if you're moving, if you're getting traction, things are starting to fall into place, and you have that one person that's not marching to the same beat, then you've got to think about that. Could be that that person's not aligned anymore, and it could be in your business or in your relationships. It might be that they're not along for the ride, but because you'd been cruising and not really making waves and rocking the boat, you kind of survived until now. Until you started rocking the boat and wanting more and doing more and being more. And that's scary to some people. But don't stop the self-transformation. What it's doing is it's just showing you that either these people need to come along for the ride or they don't.